Two friends are walking together and talking, when suddenly a young girl runs over and calls out, "Dad!" The father turns around in surprise and asks, "My daughter, how did you get here?" The girl quickly says, "Dad, there's a woman standing at the factory gate holding a child. She wants to see you and she looks really worried." The father says in shock, "A woman carrying a child came looking for me? She came because of something important." Pointing ahead while walking, the girl says, "Dad, look, that's the woman." The father speaks seriously. "You two go back. I'll talk to her myself." He walks toward the woman and asks, "Ma'am, are you looking for me?" The young woman hesitates before saying, "Yes. Are you Max?" The father nods. "Yes, I am." The young woman smiles with relief. "I finally found you. I actually came to see your father. Where is he?" Max looks saddened. "My father passed away many years ago. But who are you? What connection did you have with my father?" The young woman quickly replies, "My father was Daquan. He and your father were very close friends." Max looks shocked. "You are Uncle Daquan's daughter?" San softly says, "Yes. My father said there were things he wanted to say to Uncle himself, but fate never gave him the chance. I came here to repay an old debt and return a kindness. Many years ago, my father borrowed money from your father. I worked very hard to gather this money. It belongs to you." Max immediately refuses. San, take the money back. My father never wanted the money returned." With tears in her eyes, San says, "My father always said a debt must be repaid. It took me a long time to gather this money, and he also left this letter for you." As Max takes the letter, he asks in shock, "What? Uncle Daquan also passed away?" San speaks with a trembling voice. "It's been 5 months. My father kept worrying about this debt, but he couldn't gather the money. Later, I worked hard and finally brought it here myself." Max silently reads the letter. It talks about the old promise between the two fathers that if one had a son and the other had a daughter, one day they would become family. After reading the letter, Max asks in surprise, San, did you already read this letter? What do you think about what it says?" San shakes her head. "I didn't know anything about it. My father placed the letter inside the bag." Max quietly says, "It talks about our childhood engagement." Then he looks at the child. "But you came here carrying a child." Hearing this, San leaves the money behind and starts walking away. Max quickly runs after her and calls out, San, wait! I wasn't judging you. I also have a daughter." San quickly explains, "This child isn't mine. I'm still unmarried. He belongs to the family I work for, and I brought him with me because I was in a hurry." Max says with relief, "Oh, so that's the story." Then he speaks seriously. "There's another truth you should know. Your father was never indebted to our family. Our family was indebted to him. The happiness and success we have today exist because of your father's kindness." San says in shock, "I never knew any of this." Max sincerely says, "Since you're unmarried and I'm unmarried too, shouldn't we respect our parents' wishes?" San hesitates before saying, "Wouldn't you look down on me?" Max firmly replies, "I could never think that way." Then he slowly reaches out his hand. "If you're willing, let me be the one to stand by your side." San smiles softly and takes his hand. Message: we should never judge someone without knowing the truth, because reality is often very different from what we assume.